Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to say once again, people, thank you. Not me. Thank you. Because without you guys, without my fans, without my supporters, without the people who have viewed my content on a weekly basis, the people who rate my videos, who comment on my videos, without you people, this wouldn't have been possible. In 1 year, on my 1 year anniversary, I attained 5,000 subscribers plus on my YouTube channel. And this is possible because of you people. You people are the foundation of this channel and of every channel that exists on YouTube. So I thank you. And you guys deserve a round of applause. You really do. Yeah. 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 It sounds kind of weird, like I'm fapping or something. But basically, people, like, you need to understand is that this is something, like, when I first created it, I had no intention, or, well, not no intention, but what I should say is that I had no idea that I was going to attain this many subscribers in a year's time. I would assume that hitting 5,000 subscribers would be like a 2-year or like a 3-year mark. But in 1 year, that impressed me. So I was like, you know, they were crazy, like insanely crazy. So, and even the haters, yo, people, the haters, the guys on my comments who are like, King of Lightning, fuck you, you're an asshole, you're a nigger, you're a nigger, and all this dumb shit. Well, guess what? These people make the comment boards so much more interesting. They actually liven up the comment boards a lot. And I gotta respect the haters. I gotta respect the haters for doing so. And the trolls are even better, because the trolls are always viewing my content, always bashing me, but guess what? They're talking about me. It's like, it's still me. Whether it's positive or negative, it's still me. And I love that. And without that positive and negative influence, I would not have attained 5,000 subscribers. So once again, thank you, my supporters, my fans, the people who view my content on a weekly basis, the haters, the trolls, thank you. Once again, thank you. All right, yeah. Now, this is my 1 year anniversary. So what I'm going to do in my 1 year anniversary is that I'm going to do my YouTube history, my YouTube story, how I got on YouTube, how I became influenced by certain people on YouTube in order to create this channel, the King of Lightning channel, my previous gaming channel before that, and so on and so forth. So let me get started by doing this, okay? People want to know what influenced me in order to create the King of Lightning channel. Well, right here, you're going to see 2 manga that influenced me in a lot of ways in one. And these 2 manga are actually the 2 manga that influenced me in order to create the King of Lightning channel. The first one, Berserk. Yeah, that's right. Berserk influenced me in a lot of ways. So many ways, I can't even count them all. All right? It influenced me to, well, first of all, actually, one of the major reasons why I wanted to create the King of Lightning channel was because of Berserk. Because I read Berserk in like 2008, and I loved this shit. And I went on YouTube at some point, and what happened was that I realized that people weren't, you know, talking about Berserk, and I felt that Berserk deserved a lot more love. And, you know, this is my stuff right here, like, this is my shit. And I decided, you know what, let me make a channel so I can talk about the material that I love, like Berserk, like Freezing, like Vinland Saga, and other manga aside from the big 3. And that's one of the major reasons why I created the King of Lightning channel. The second reason, or the second manga that influenced me to create the King of Lightning channel, and it has influenced me in so many ways, especially in college. In fact, I changed my major because of this manga. And this manga is One Piece. That's right. Ichiro Oda's One Piece. And you're probably wondering, well, why is that? Well, because One Piece is a series that made me realize that I have certain dreams and goals and certain aspects that I want for myself in this life. And it kind of made me realize that I shouldn't just allow others to dictate what I do in my life. If I want to be something in my life, then let me be it. Let me go for it. Like all my life, I was so gung-ho on being a doctor because my parents wanted me to be a doctor, to go to medical school, and so on and so forth. But that wasn't me. Like at some point, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this. Like going to med school, being a doctor is just something I don't want to do, which is why I switched from pre-med to engineering, which is why I'm now an engineering major and I specialize in computer and software development because of One Piece. Reading One Piece actually influenced me to change my change my major, and thus One Piece has affected my life in a major way. And I am very grateful for Ichiro Oda for creating One Piece. I really am. I will continue reading and following One Piece as long as I live. I really will. Seriously. So and I would add one more manga in there, which is Hunter x Hunter. I don't have a volume with me right now, but Hunter x Hunter is again also another very it's starting to become a very influential manga for me. So but that being said, I'm not saying that these are the only manga that have inspired me, because there's, Yu Yu Hakusho, there's Dragon Ball Z, Naruto used to, but then I kind of fell off of Naruto, at least in the inspiration aspect. But as of right now, the top two are Berserk and One Piece. Now, on to my YouTube story. Now, when it comes to my YouTube story, I'm going to stick with the more anime stuff instead of the gaming stuff. Basically, when it comes to the gaming stuff, here's how it went down. I created a channel in 2010 for gaming, and I was a hardcore gamer. I played all the FPS games. I played Call of Duty. I played Crysis. I played Gears of War here and there. Battlefield. Halo. Halo was my big game. Halo was my prima donna. It was the shit. And in this channel, I mainly posted Call of Duty and Halo stuff. But over the course of the years, my gaming aesthetic kind of died down, especially with Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 came out and it sucked major nuts. Oh my god. Modern Warfare 3 is so fucking bad. It's not even funny. So basically, I fell off the gaming. I currently have a channel that is right now being unused, and that channel is called Very Smug Gaming. And the thing here is that I have a new channel for gaming, which I plan on expanding my gaming horizon in the future. I plan on doing like RPGs, first-person shooters, JRPGs, so a whole bunch, or like a whole range of games. Once I get two things: the money in order to buy these games, and then once my gaming aesthetic returns. Now, what I will say is that this weekend I do plan on posting some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, the first Modern Warfare. I do plan on posting some game footage on the new channel, which is called the Heaven Gates Gaming channel. The link will be down below. If you are a gamer, if you play this shit, okay, if you are a gamer like me, and you like Call of Duty, or you like games in general, then go subscribe to the Heaven Gates Gaming channel. The link is down below, and I will post my very first video on that channel this weekend. It's going to be Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty 4 gameplay. That's what it's going to be. And then later on, over the course of the month, I may post some other stuff. Like I'll maybe, we'll talk about that later, much later. But basically, when it comes to the anime stuff, my introduction to the anime community was about a year and 2 months ago with my very first anime channel, which was not the King of Lighting. It was a channel called Mr. Hyperbeam. Yeah, I remember that shit. Oh man, I was a fucking dork. Well, still am, technically. But basically, Mr. Hyperbeam was a channel which I did like anime movie reviews. But the problem was that on this channel, I had so much copyright material that after a month, TV Tokyo you know, Sheshwell, all these guys, Sony, they said, fuck you, you know, Nippon, and I was like, okay, fine. So I got kicked off of YouTube from the from the Mr. Hyperbeam channel after a month. But around this point in time is when I got introduced to the anime / manga reviewer. That's when I started seeing guys like the Phone 999, Yokorama Game Talk, the Insane Game Freak, Larry Otaku Assemble, and his boys. Because at the time, Larry wasn't solo. Okay, there was no Game of Thrones shit with Larry. It was Larry and his niggas and his boys. Okay, yeah, like those cats. Yeah, Uncle Min, when he wasn't Manga Min, it was Uncle Min. Also for Neverworld, so and Sawyer here and there. But that's when I really got introduced to the prospect of reviewing manga and anime on YouTube, which I found very interesting. So after the Mr. Hyperbeam channel was taken down, I went back to the gaming shit. That didn't work out because Halo Reach got pretty boring after a while. And then I went back to the anime community, made another channel called The King of Lighting. And if you're wondering the reason as to why it's called The King of Lighting and not Lightning, is because someone else apparently had the name King of Lightning before me. So technically, I'm a runner-up. It's just that, you know, I figured that, you know what, it shouldn't matter since content speaks on its own. So I made the King of Lighting channel, and this is the creation of me. I believe the date was July, I want to say it was July 26th or July 28th, 2011. Not too sure on the date. But basically it was in July. And I made my very first video in August 2nd. So August 2nd was my very first video on the King of Lighting channel. And I started off doing the most basic shit ever. One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach chapter reviews. That's right, the most basic shit ever. Though I will say is that technically I started off with those three plus Berserk. It's just that Berserk at that point in time, I don't know what was going on, but Kentaro had like a 6 to 8 month hiatus for a very long period of time. So I have no idea what happened. But no Berserk chapters came out during that point in time. So I could not do any Berserk manga reviews. I really wanted to, but I couldn't. So, but whatever. And basically, here's how shit went down. And some of the shit I'm gonna say here is gonna seem controversial. It's gonna seem really controversial. So here's how things went down. Basically, after my channel was created, I had my initial goal was obviously to expand Berserk, to talk about One Piece and Naruto and Bleach and all that other shit. But one things I really wanted to do was to expand my viewing horizon, because the transition from a gaming channel which had at the time 1,500 subscribers, from that to a channel with like 10 people was a real smack in the face. So one of the major things I wanted to do was to get exposure. That was one of the major things at the time, to get exposure. And I started off with 10 subscribers. And these guys, I'm going to know their names forever, because they were like the first 10 or like the first 20. And I believe, I forgot their names exactly, but when I see their names in my comments, I know who they are. It's Everything One Piece, it's Bennett Alston, it's Z3K. Oh man, it's Z. I think it's Z3K something. Dude, I know who you are. I know who you are. I know you. Okay. It's like Epic Whitebeard. Like basically, it's the first 20. Yeah, it's the first 20. These guys, when I see your channel name, I know who you are. I really do. Now, after this point in time, what's happening is that for about a good month or two, I was doing the basic routine. I was doing a chapter review every week of One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, and I was doing discussion videos here and there. Now, one of the major things that affected me with my channel was Larry of Otaku Assemble. Now, Larry at some point in his channel's career he did a video, and in this video he was explaining the ways a person can get exposure in a community. And I believe he was talking directly about the anime community. I'm not too sure exactly, but one of the ways he was talking about was to post video responses, which is something I took to heart, because posting video responses is what helped me actually gain exposure. Because I posted video responses to him, to Yokorama, to For Neverworld, to Phone, to the Insane Game Freak, to a lot of people who I knew or who I had watched over the course of a few months. And I remember the very first video response that I did was to Larry, and it was about Yu Hakusho. I don't remember what it was exactly. I believe it was his anime favorites, Yu Hakusho. I believe so. I don't remember. I really don't. But I think that was the video. And I do know was that because in that video I was making a shit ton of mistakes here and there, but basically, you know, it was just fun. Like it really was fun to make a video response to Larry, to get his opinion on Yu Hakusho, to get like comments going back and forth. So that to me is pretty cool. And then at some point after Larry came Yokorama, and this to me was like my first major hit when it came to making videos, because I made a discussion video talking about, you know, Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. And then I got a video response from Yokorama. And this was a real shocker, because at the time I had maybe 150 subs, and Yokorama was like somewhere in the thousands. And since he made a video response to me, all of a sudden people who watch his video were watching my stuff, and like within the course of like a month, within the course of like a day, I got like 150 subs. So I went from like 150 to like 300 in like one day. And that to me was like a major hit. Now, after that, I was really, I was doing the same stuff for a fairly long time, up until December. Now here's November and December. This is where shit kind of tripped me out with the anime community. Because when November and December hit, now, around this point in time, I started meeting people like For Neverworld. Oh, no, not For Neverworld more, because I talked to For Neverworld, Phone, and Bob Samurai like once, and like only once. And then I was meeting people like Uber Blackman, Uber Hikari, Fo Jason, Uncle Min, freaking not Sawyer 7H. I never had a talk with Sawyer 7H. I never did. Super Kami Guru, Notre Dame. So I was talking to a lot of the old school guys of the anime community. And I come to find out that apparently the anime community, before I even like knew about this community in the first place, because at the time, remember at the time, I was more in the gaming stuff. I was a full-blown gamer. So I had no idea that around the time of 2010, 2011, there was a lot of tension between some of the anime community members. Apparently, the Insane Game Freak, Game-Manic, him and freaking For Neverworld did not like each other. Apparently, there was no love lost. Apparently, there was something to do with like, someone do with Uncle Min. Larry didn't like some dudes. I'm not sure what happened exactly, because I wasn't there. I just heard about it from people. And all I remember was that shit went crazy when it came to like, because apparently these people had calls with each other on Skype, and niggas would bash Uncle Min like hardcore. Like hardcore. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out myself exactly what happened there, but I look towards the future. Fuck the past. Look towards the future. If you want to really find out, then go ask J-Man, because J-Man, he would know. All right, I don't really know about that kind of shit. He would know, but because he was there. But basically, in the past, there was a lot of tension between certain people of the anime community, and I had no idea. So what happened was, I was talking to everybody. I mean, I was talking to For Neverworld like once, Phone once, Bob Samurai once, and like one call, I talked to at the time, like Uber Blackman a few times, Uber Hikari a few times, Notre Dame quite a bit. Oh yeah, quite a bit. And basically I was getting as much information as I could about the people who make up the anime community. And the thing here, which kind of surprised me, was that after I had late December, early January 2012, so around the new year, I met someone named Bleach Fanatic. And this is when shit really tripped me out. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Bleach Fanatic apparently was a troll. Okay, now he was known for being a troll. He was known for trolling dudes. He was trolling Larry apparently. He was trolling Uncle Min hardcore. And, you know, he would troll all these cats. And so we confronted him. Like, it was like one day I was in a call with like Uber Black Man, Uber Hikari, all these people. And like we confronted him. We confronted Bleach Fanatic about, you know, like why you troll all these people. And apparently Bleach Fanatic states that he was trolling on For Neverworld's orders. I was like, what the fuck is going, like seriously? Because I couldn't even imagine at that time. I couldn't imagine that someone as big as For Neverworld would send someone like Bleach Fanatic to troll other people. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And apparently Bleach Fanatic did this because he wanted to be friends with For Neverworld. And apparently he was like, he was sort of like For Neverworld's hitman. And it was like, what the fuck is going on? Because it was really strange. It was very, 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 very strange. And apparently, because according to what I know, or at least some of what I know, For Neverworld and his posse, like Phone and Bob Samurai and like all those people, apparently they took out like other reviewers like before I even came along. There was like, I think 2 guys like were really prominent at the time, and they were taken out by For Neverworld. No, it was 2 guys and a girl. It was 2 guys and a girl, I think. It was, I think it was Ultra Black God, some dude called Sasuke Sound, and then some girl, some chick, I think her name was, The Right Arm? The Right Arm? The RA of Edward Eric, I believe so. That was her name, I'm not too sure. But basically, For Neverworld was part of the reason as to why they no longer post any material on their channels, or as to why their channels don't exist anymore. Because For Neverworld and his posse would like troll the shit out of them, apparently. And I was like, okay. And I was getting, all people were telling me all this shit. And what happened was, Bleach Fanatic all of a sudden, in the middle of this call, is having like, you know, like he's just telling us all this information about how For Neverworld told him to do this. For Neverworld told him to troll this person, go at this person, yada 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 yada. And all of a sudden, he said something that tripped me out. Because I'm like, well, did he give you anything in return? And he's like, no. And I'm like, what the fuck? He got no channel box. He got no fucking like no shout out video. Nothing. And what surprised me, because I knew, because at the time I started to realize that a lot of the hate in the anime community was centered on Bleach Fanatic. A lot of it. So I was like, you know, what's going on here? Because I was very noobish. I had never seen this shit. Not even the gaming community. The gaming community, these niggas are crazy. They're fucking crazy. But I had never seen niggas utilize other niggas to do their dirty work for them and not give them shit in return. I was like, whoa, okay. And then, so basically, they told me to go and watch some of the Anime Mafia videos, and I did. And then that's when I saw how they were packing, and that's when I saw how they were packing on like Uncle Min. How they were like even Double Four got some heat, and like just all these people were like getting heat. They were getting targeted by the fucking mafia, and it was like, you know, it was some weird shit going on. So, you know, I said fuck it. You know, I stepped back, and I found my posse. And my posse later on like became the Cloud Village. And to this day, I'm still really good friends with Ubakari, Gavin. Later on we got Persian Version, funny ass dude. Persian Version is funny as fuck, son. Ramyaku Joten, Yu-Gi-Oh! For the motherfucking win, Heart of the Cards, all that shit. Later on, like much later on, that's when Surukami Guru came in, Hadosen Goku, Irvin too, much later on. But like that's when we started, having like that group, like the Cloud Village, and that's when things really picked up for me. All right, because after all the drama with all that shit with For Neverworld, and I did send like a PM. I'm like, For Neverworld, I've heard about this about you. I've heard this and that and that and that. I saw all of the anime mafia shit, and that's not, like, and it wasn't like 3 dudes that told me this. It was mad niggas. It was like 50 people who were telling me that For Neverworld had ordered Bleach Fanatic to troll other people. I was like, well, then it has to be true. If this many people are confirming that Bleach Fanatic was a troll sent by For Neverworld, then it must be true. So I'm like, fuck it. Let me step back. Now, I'm not talking about For Neverworld's content, because, to be honest, I don't watch his videos anymore. I used to watch his videos hardcore. And then I found that shit out, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's not a good idea to, be around that circle. I mean, out of his entire group, the whole entire anime mafia shit, the only person that I still watch is Phone, because Phone to me is like, he's entertainment. At the same time, when he hates something, I know the nigga hates something. Okay, like that. It's the truth and the whole truth. Well, to the most part. So basically, that's the way I see things. All right. At the end of the day, people can say what they can say about other people. I can say this and that and this and that about For Neverworld, about Phone, about Bab Samurai, about my friends in the Cloud Village. But at the end of the day, I'm here to do me. Me. Okay? Me. So, but yeah, I met the Cloud Village. Or correction, we made the Cloud Village. And, it was real cool. It was real cool. Real good shit. And then around February, and this was, I believe, like the biggest leap of my YouTube career. Sawyer 7 Mage, alright? Because, again, I have never had a conversation ever with Sawyer 7 Mage. Never, not once. But, regardless of the fact, I did talk, a few comments here and there. But basically, I did a video. It was a spoiler video revealing Sasuke's potential new abilities, how he may have the power to control time, and so on and so forth. And then Sawyer, who apparently is like the head of the anime community, or at least when it comes to reviewers, he made a video response to me, and then my channel blew the fuck up. I went from like 1,000 subscribers, because remember, like after a few months, after slowly trudging, like a few lucky streaks here and there with Yokorama, I was slowly trudging, working my way up. Finally, after like 6 or 7 months, I got like 1,000 subscribers. All of a sudden, bam! Sawyer 7 Mage. Video response to me. 2 days. 500 plus subscribers. I was like, what the fuck? Seriously, like, it really surprised me. And then from there, it's your basic story. I meet other people, I talk to people, Persian Version, code provider, the Elite Ace, and the thing here, Bankai 922, and what happened here was that all of a sudden I started to get like big. I don't know what happened, because I wasn't getting any more lucky streaks, because at this point in time, I had like 1,500 subscribers, and then I was still doing my basic videos, but I was doing me. Since day one, I always do me. I always speak the truth. If I hate something, I hate something. If I like something, I like something. This mentality came from the Phone 999, who, in my opinion, does the same shit. He speaks the truth. If he hates something, he hates something. If he likes something, he likes something. It's that simple. It truly is that simple. And I follow the same mentality right there while still doing me. And all of a sudden, I kept on blowing up. Climbing the ladder. Climbing the ladder. All of a sudden, here I am today, 5,000 subscribers. And that's it. Like, honest to God, that's the way it was. I mean, the Cloud Village, we had our ups and downs. We split up at some point like 2 months ago or like a month ago. Whatever it was, but it doesn't matter because we're still here. We're still doing our shit. Still doing our discussion videos. I'm still talking I'm still talking to Ramyaku Joten, Gavin, Hado, Persian, co-provider. Just told him 2 days ago, co-provider, man. Talking about fucking One Piece and shit. So it's not like the community's all fucking bad and all overhyped and all this shit. Because people here are actually good, solid people. It's just that you need to weed out the bad shit. You need to weed out the utilizers. Okay? You need to weed out the utilizers, and you need to go and do your own shit and say fuck the bullshit. Because the bullshit is bullshit. And fuck it. Because no one likes bullshit. I don't like bullshit. So yeah. Doing me to this day. Again, like the biggest leap was the Sword 7 Mage stuff. Sword 7 Mage did a video response to me. I got like 500 plus subs in like 2 days, and then from there on, it's your basic story. I do discussion videos. I did weekly videos. I was consistent. The biggest part I think here is consistency. I was consistent for a very, very, very long time. And when you're consistent, then people start to appreciate what you do, and then they start to subscribe, and so on and so forth. So that's the way it worked. And today here I am with 5,000 subscribers, and this is my YouTube story. My YouTube story is a lot more, cause the gaming shit, these niggas are fucking crazy. They are crazy. Crazy. They're nuts. They're nuts, man. They're fucking crazy. They're fucking crazy. But, whatever. Again, like I said before, the For Never World shit, it's all in the past. Move on. Move on. I'm just letting you guys know my YouTube story, alright? If you want to find out more about the past, what happened before I came to the anime community, then talk to Game Addict. Yeah, go talk to Game Addict. Talk to fucking Uncle Min. Talk to whomever, but not to me, alright? I'm just here for the ride. That's all there is to it. If you don't care, good. If you don't care, good for you. Why? Because I don't care anymore. I'm here to stay, and that's simply put. I mean, I can get trolled all day long. It ain't gonna fucking matter. I mean, like, there was one video I had, like, 50 fucking dislikes in less than an hour. And I was like, fuck that shit. Who gives a crap? Yo! I fucking love me sometimes. Alright, with that being said, this is King of Lightning. Once again, thank you guys for supporting my channel. Thank you guys for watching my content on a weekly basis, for commenting, for rating, for subscribing, as always. And thank you, trolls, haters, for disliking my videos, for commenting on my videos, because you guys are the ones who make the comment board so much more interesting. It's not even funny. Keep it up. I appreciate it. Because we need variety. We need variety. We need the likes and the dislikes, okay? Having a video with all likes, it gets boring. It gets a little too boring. Fluctuate, man. Fluctuate. So I appreciate that. To my members of the Cloud Village, Ramyaku Joten, Uba Hikari, Gavin, Hadosen Goku, Persian Virgin Speaks, newly accommodated Irvin. I'm saying fucking Irvin. Fucking yeah. I consider Irvin a member of the group now. I really do. JC. My nigga JC. Love all you cats. All you cats. Love all. Hugs. Hugs, man. Bro hugs. That's right. And I will see you guys later. King of Lightning. Very long video. If you stayed here for this long, I'm impressed. Notre Dame, I know you did. I know you did. So that being said, the King of Lightning, rate, comment, subscribe. Looking towards the future. By 2013, if the world's still here, if fucking Mayan civilizations, Planet X, yeah. Like, well, if it's not coming and we're still here, then hopefully by that time I will attain 8,000 subscribers. Hopefully, that'd be so great for me. Why? Because I love all you motherfuckers, man. Some of you people are crazy. I'm like, yeah. Some of you cats are crazy. So, that being said, King of Lightning, rate, comment, subscribe. Peace. I love anime and manga for the motherfucking win. Let me know which manga are very influential for you. Because for me, right now, the most two, One Piece, Berserk. For you, what are your top two most influential anime / manga? What are yours? So that being said, King of Lightning, rate, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice day.